Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. First of all, I want to thank the Tower Building Council to be here, and also our clients, Garibaldi, the landlord, and Mary Techmont, the users, who gave us the opportunity to work on this interesting project. Let me introduce myself very briefly. I'm an architect, I'm an Italian architect. I'm a principal and the founder of this company, Progetto that is a Milan-based integrated architectural firm established in 1994 to provide innovative design solutions for our life. We are the only Italian architectural firm in the top 100 in the world's largest architectural practice. Our headquarters are in Milan, but we have offices around the world, also in China and in India, trying to work together with our clients with different habits and cultural point of view. We are a member of the Italian Green Building Council, and thanks to our integrated design approach, we try to create a sustainable project with innovative architectural language. We are specialized in the different areas of the architectural field, from interior design to building design and urban planning. Less ego, more ego is the title of my last publication, and it is the new motto, or a logo, we coined for a new sustainability. Less private interest, more eco-vision and common goal is the meaning, especially for us, for the architects. And this has been the philosophy that has inspired the entire process of designing the Garibaldi Business Center. Let me clarify and explain better how it was, the site. Here you can see Garibaldi Business Center. It was built by the Italian State Railways between 1994 and 1992 to establish their own offices. It's composed by 2 towers, A and B, and most other low connected buildings for a total of 45,000 square meters of gross external area. The site is in north part of Milan, heart of intermodal hub with high accessibility, served not only by the railway network but also by underground lines, metropolitan railways, and several tramways. But these important buildings and the particular system of infrastructure have been a physical fracture in the urban fabric for years. Considered to be a known place, this area of Milan, between Garibaldi and Republic side, has separated 3 neighborhoods for over 30 years. So when Benny Stabili, our client, decided to buy Garibaldi's Tower in 2004, so many years ago, they wanted to create a complete sustainable restyling of the building. Aldo Mazzocco, that is the general manager of Benny Stabili, called me to achieve the project, and he said, Massimo, I have a dream. I want to offer to Milan a gift, a precious gift. I want to leave a mark to improve the skyline of Milan, since we design and build buildings people-friendly. So you want to design the first green building in Milan? I told him, I asked him, and he said, yes, we must do that. So Mazzocco, talking about the Garibaldi Tower, said that it was necessary to provide a high level of services that allows us to achieve a double target, to raise the appeal to tenants and to increase property values. Different building that is able to meet their needs, always looking at the quality of services offered to the users. So it was necessary to rethink the building complex throughout new technological, advanced materials and techniques, introducing efficient, flexible, and operationally economical spaces. These actions would propel the towers upwards, creating a new symbol for the city, the first one from a green point of view. The complex is composed by different elements. 2 towers, 22,000 gross area, 22,000 square meters each of gross area. The design process took about 1 year, from 2007 up to 2008. We developed inside our company, we said that we are an integrated company. We have not only architects, but also engineers and experts on different items. The building development took about 2 years, from 2008 up to 2010. We call skyscrapers, but tall building, maybe high-rise, high-rise building, 100 meters, the last floor, operating floor, and then the tip is 122. And we can host about 1,200 workstation people working there. The construction operation had been rather dedicated because it was an existing complex built on the railways. Internally, it was necessary to dismantle, to disassemble all the plants, while the facade with aluminium windows and modular panels in glass fiber reinforced were completely removed. For this reason, dismantlement and disposal required about 120 days, with an average of about 100 workers on site per day. The urban area was very busy and congested by presence of different sites throughout the Garibaldi area, in which there was and there is an intersection of rail, vehicular, and pedestrian flows. So it was necessary and accurate and early planning of internal logistics. The building was also completely empty. The only part preserved was the structural framework, made of steel, beams, and pillars, and a composed slab in corrugated steel and concrete, connected on the inner core of stairwells and elevators. The complete removal of facades with a building shell of a high performance has led to considerable increase of the overall weight of the tower, and in particular of the elevation. So it was necessary to design a structural reinforcement of the basis pillars and all plants. The entire complex upgraded in a stage involving 3 different buildings, starting from Tower B, completed in 2010, continuing with the Tower A, just finished, and concluding with the Volume C of the new construction being completed in a few months. From the architectural standpoint, the restyling is totally different from the original, while guaranteeing a very technological performance, as it is capable of mitigating the outdoor climate condition and reducing the thermal change of buildings equipment. The restyling features a very important technical and environmental friendly solution. I would like to start talking about the main facades, which characterize from different point of view Tower B. These facades were designed as the facets of a diamond that create a different light effect by combining technological innovation, energy efficiency, and architectural aesthetics. The interactive cells of the principal elevation shimmer like jewels because of the light effects created at the 4 angles of slope, transforming these cells into dynamic elements. As for the client's dream, precious gift, the precious stone like a diamond. This unusual and innovative facade, designed in team with Permastilisa, the most important facade supplier, was created by using a system based on independent and interactive cells and comprising layered external glazing and a ventilated cavity on the internal flap with entire inner window that can be opened only for the inspections. The rectangular cells include a load-bearing structure made of thermally cut aluminum profiling, supporting the variable cross-section, external frame that guarantees the transparent facets. So each cell has a 4 inclination for the outer glass of the frame, which closes the internal flap. The transparent ceiling system is composed by about 100 60 modular elements, 1.5 and per 3 meters high from slab to slab. And they are supported by steel brackets welded to the edge beams. The interactive facade is made by precast designed elements installed for simple joint and fixed in place from inside without scaffolds. So the interactive ventilation cells that make up this facade are an example of a new technical and architectural solution capable of using cost-free sunlight to heat the building's interiors whenever necessary, while the ventilation features avoid their overheating. 2 ventilators are installed at the top of each cell. In summer, these assist the convection currents working in the cavity and facilitate the expulsion of excess hot air. So for my English, it's not my mother tongue, so I have some trouble. The 2 short building sites include the screening, glazing, and biochromatic conservatories, as well as part of the clad with blank panels made of natural stone. On every floor along the southwestern facade, we introduce bioclimatic greenhouses, a natural ventilation system that acts as a thermal cushion, creating cooling in the summer and cumulative heat in winter, resulting in the reduction of energy consumption. This technology actually represents a modern application of an ancient concept, the thermal mass, that has been known and applied also during the ancient Roman period. For air conditioning, we designed a system that uses geothermal sources to produce energy, namely a heat pump that utilizes ground well water. It was necessary to achieve 4 heating wells and 4 yield wells, which required holes of 65 meters depth, and they were placed in one of the few areas available north of this building. So through this system, the entire complex has no locally CO2 emission. To produce electricity, solar panels were installed along the southern facade. The photovoltaic facade, which has a nominal output of about 50 kilowatts, that integrates and supports the building's annual electricity consumption for common areas and also for the small cells ventilators. 80 square meters of solar panels are installed on the building's flat roof and set off a slope of 30 degrees south. By using the sun's thermal power, these units produce more than 50% of the building's hot water required. But on the roof, we installed other various elements, such as tanks for collection of rainwater and the solar chimneys for the air extraction. Tanks collect approximately 500 cubic meters of rainwater that falls on the 500 square meters roof every year, providing about 15% of the water used to flush the building's toilets. Remaining 85% of this water comes from local artisan wells, so that the drinking water is only used for the wash basins. Instead, the solar chimneys helps extract air from the toilets, reducing the consumption of electricity, used for extractor fans. So here you can see some of the technical characteristics of this building. No CO2 emission. It's important about 260 photovoltaic panels. And the most important element that the annual management cost of this building is less than 15 euros per square meter. The previous one was more than 100 euros per square meter. So the mission we had to achieve was not easy, but I think we succeeded. We transformed a technologically obsolete and outdated building of the 80s in a new sustainable building within a total redevelopment of the area, linking together between the Porta Nuova area in Isola district and providing a driving force for an important regeneration of this part of Milan. You know, Milan is in recent years a city of rebuilding, transformation, and urban redevelopment, aiming to create a more modern and sustainable city of the future. Thanks We believe that integrated design, teamwork, a sustainable approach, proper compliance with the users, need and respect environmental resources are the way that the contemporary architecture must take to be sustainable and to head towards the future. For this reason, thinking on Milan's new forward-looking spirit, the entire complex of Garibaldi Business Center is one of the most important examples of applying teamwork to obtain good results. A team composed not only by architects and engineers, but also by the developer, the investor, the municipality, and also the final user, that is the most important part of the process. So my design principle is to place man, the final user, at the center of our architectural process, developing solutions that are not only aesthetically pleasing, but also functional and above all sustainable, in order to satisfy the real user's needs. Thanks to our design approach from inside going out, and the creation of a new layout plan for more flexible, functional, and efficient, my architect decided to rent the entire complex, and for this reason, Progetto CMR designed also the workspaces. The design of the place of the office habitat affects the life and the activity of workers. If the work environment is seen as a conflict artifact, the productivity will suffer. Now it is necessary to invest in relation-friendly design and transform physical space into a specifically designed to fulfill the needs and the dream of the people working in it. Some simple lines to explain the project. We use movable glass partition, efficient and functional furnishing, new light fittings, strengthening the quality of the new workplaces. Space diversification with open area, enclosed office, private rooms, informal spaces for meetings and for relax, etc., are the result of this cooperation. Environmental sustainability has been defined as the ability to guarantee reducing consumption of limited natural resources with a view to preserving them for future generations. Throughout the use of innovative technologies that utilize sun, water, air, and wind for energy production, Garibaldi Business Center achieved the goal of reducing energy consumption and pollution, and therefore can be considered a valuable green project, the first of this kind in Italy. With Venice Stabili at the beginning and the Mare Technical then, we, as a project of CMR, continually transform and update building in a new sustainable tower, which is recognizable in the Milan skyline. Finally, we collect some comments on the internet. You can find a lot of comments. There are more than 3,000 pictures about this project, where the common people explain their ideas on the building and their suggestions, especially the people that worked inside the building for a long time, that had terrible memories about the situation inside. And I think it would be interesting also having this aspect. The last one was interesting. The people wrote, "Whoa, when the sky is overcast, you can see the special effect of the light. On the sunny day, it will be even more impressive effect." So we are very proud that we succeed in realizing the dream of Mr. Mazzocco, because after all, in the words of Thomas Edison, the value of an idea lies in putting it into practice. So now let me introduce our client, Gianni Bardassi, that is the Vice President of Strategic Marketing and Communication for the Technical.
Nessuno dei concorrenti. Sindaco Milano abbia solo questa trascrizione.